Wednesday was a day of upsets at the Rogers Cup in Toronto. A number of big names falling by the wayside. The biggest name of all returned to centre court on Thursday, hoping to avoid a similar early exit. Serena Williams looked rusty in her opening encounter on Tuesday, but would it be the same against German Andrea Petkovic? Serena's a three-time champion in Toronto and held an impressive 4-0 record against the 16th seed. Both big hitters from the baseline, the American had no problems flexing her muscles from the start. But with no breaks of serve in the early going, Petkovic was proving no pushover against the world number one. A sole break though, enough for Serena to close out the opener 6-3. There was no change in momentum in the second, as the 21-time Grand Slam champion again proved dominant from the back of the court. There were glimpses of Petkovic's best as she looked to find a way back into the match. But another classic Serena backhand sent her into a quarter-final with Italy's Roberta Vinci after just 1 hour on court.
I'm definitely confident going into it, but at the same time, she's a nasty game that gives me a lot of trouble. So actually, I will look forward to that and get some work on that as well, because I would love to play that style game that she has.
Angelique Kerber's win at Stanford last week was her 4th title of 2015, more than anyone except Serena. But she was finding the early going tough against second seed Simona Halep. The German dropped the first 6-3, but didn't let up, continuing to move the Romanian around the court as she fought back to take the second. Halep is playing her first tournament since an opening round exit at Wimbledon in June and looked determined to reach the quarter-finals in Toronto for the first time. Kerber made her work for it, but an ace finally sealed it. A last 8 matchup with Agnieszka Radwanska awaits.
I did well today, and I'm really happy that I could beat her, because she's coming with a very high confidence from Stanford. She won that title, so it's really good that I could stay there and fight till the end.
Victoria Azarenka had seen off the power of Petra Kvitova on Wednesday, but she was in for a different challenge against Sara Errani in the 3rd round. The Italian is a seasoned doubles player and was using all her tricks to keep the former world number one at bay. The first set hers 7-5. Azarenka is yet to recapture her best form after coming back from injury, and despite showing glimpses here, errors would ultimately cost her. 53 in all for the match, as Errani served out a straight sets win. Qualifier Polona Hertzog was the surprise packet of the remaining players, having knocked out Ekaterina Makarova a day earlier. But she met her match against 5th seed Ana Ivanovic, who at times was playing from the floor. The Serbian easing through, setting up a quarter-final with young Swiss star Belinda Bencic. Daria Gavrilova had beaten Sam Stosur and Lucy Safarova on her way to the 3rd round. But the young Russians' giant killing run came to an end, undone in straight sets by wily Italian veteran Roberta Vinci. Agnieszka Radwanska set up her quarter-final with Halep with a win over France's Elise Cornet, the defending champion through in straight sets. Friday is quarter-finals day in Toronto, with the draw filled with previous champions. With just over 2 weeks until the start of the year's final major, and points up for grabs on the road to Singapore, there'll be plenty at stake on the Canadian hardcourts.